I know as soon as we start, my boss is gonna be like, "Hey, we got
Yeah,
this."
he needs something from you.
Right? Yeah.
They never need you when you're available.
No, that's how it always goes. They wait until it's like the worst possible moment.
Yeah,
and then it's
they're like,
just
"Hey, could you come in right now?" It's like, dude, I am getting head.
right? Yeah. Or it's like your aunt that you haven't heard
never mind.
from
I don't want that to
forever.
be the start of the episode. We're already demonetized on YouTube.
And you thought having me on was gonna be?
Oh, buddy, listen. Ham was on, and immediately I was like, "We're out the window. We
Yeah,
are out the window." Welcome to the Ivy League, everybody. I am Chris Ivey. I'm your host. With me today, I have a great musician based here in Birmingham, Alabama. He just released an album called Live at the Nick. The Nick is one of the coolest music venues in town, one of the best dive bars in America. Please check out his album. It's on all streamings. I love it, and we're going to talk a lot about it. We're going to talk a lot about him. Today, we've got Josh Williams, a.k.a. Firecamino. What's up,
Thanks
dude?
for having me, man.
I'm so happy you're here. I want to say how I became a Firecamino fan. It was the 8-year anniversary of Bandstand. We love Bandstand. Shout out to Josh and Danielle. We love them. They're great.
They're fantastic.
You know, when first time I headlined the Stardome, they bought 20 tickets and gave them away at the show. Yeah, that's just the type of people they are. We love Danielle and Josh. Love you guys. So I'm sitting there, and I was going to come through and do a set 'cause it was the 8-year. You were on, and you've got on stage. Josh wears like a silk bathrobe, no shirt. And I was just kind of like, fuck this guy. I don't know why I thought that. I just saw you and I was like, fuck this guy.
Right.
And try hard. And I couldn't even pay attention to your music for the first song because I was just hating it. Then you gave a guitar away. I was like, what? And I was standing next to Josh and he goes, yeah, man, he gives a guitar away after every song. I'm like, what? And then the song you played next got me into it. And I just want y'all to imagine you see a guy in a kimono. He looks like a Coke dealer. He's on stage shirtless. And then he plays this beautiful song right here.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Ivy League. It's Firecamino again, and this song is called Dale Earnhardt. About a Sunday morning that makes you wanna go for a drive. There's a small town in Alabama, feels that way all the time, and it's 500 more miles till you get back home. Yes, 500 more miles till you get back home. You know, life has never been a passing of grass. Had to work for everything that you've had. Now your son follows in your footsteps. That feels better than any championship. Oh, it's 500 more miles till you get back. Yes, 500 more miles till you get back home. In all these years
And that song is called Dale Earnhardt.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? This is great. And I look over at Josh and I go, he's awesome. Josh is like, yeah, he's really good. And that song, is it about being on tour and driving home? Is the 500 miles thing just sort of a metaphor for the race?
It's metaphor for like life, of where like people drift. Like the race is life, you know, and like people come and go and people pass you by and people fade away, and you know, like you're with people sometimes and you draft with them and you go, and you know, y'all know anything about NASCAR, but
yeah,
you know, fucking like, yeah, there's certain people that you're around for, you know, a little bit of time, but you know, they're not always going to be there. You know?
Have you ever heard the song Same Drugs by Chance the Rapper?
I don't think so, no.
It's a great song. It's about how we're getting older and we don't do the same drugs anymore.
Yeah. Was
so
that
we're not
off
friends?
Acid Rap?
No, I think that was off of Coloring Book.
Oh, okay.
It's a beautiful song, really like toned down. Highly recommend it. I've recommended it to you guys too, but it reminded me of that, the sort of drifting apart in life. Because I guess, is it like the bridge or it's after the second chorus where you're talking about, what's the line you have about family and friends?
Oh, oh, God damn it. It's bad when I can't even remember my own songs.
It's all good. You got a few.
Hold on.
It's all good.
God damn it.
You talk about everybody fading away and how life is.
Yeah,
it's just so beautiful. And it's just, your music just stopped me in my tracks. It was affecting. And I love that song. What prompted you to write it?
Me and my buddy had a little challenge. It's like, let's try to write a song about a NASCAR driver.
Yeah.
So I wrote Dale Earnhardt, and he wrote one about Mark Martin, about like how always being in second. Like, damn it, why can't I be first? Like, why can't? Yeah. So yeah.
Well, and I love on the album, the song before it is The Devil, and then the next one is And Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah,
Very
I always
cool.
play them together. It's The Devil and Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. And I just loved your persona on stage, and it reminded me almost like a comic. Because you were really getting the crowd up, and the crowd wasn't dead. There were a lot of people there.
Yeah.
But it was, you like got it going, got everybody to the front of the stage. And then you played another song that we're going to play here in just a minute on the show. But I just want to let you know. So I'm sitting back there and I'm like, fuck him.
Right. Who's this?
And then I love you. And then I'm like, this guy's incredible. And then I remember I had to follow at the end of your set, you did Playing with Fire, which we'll get into. And I went up and ate shit. Like, I hadn't had that bad of a set in years. I remember it was so bad that I could hear a girl right up front go to her friend, go, this is terrible. And I heard like every bit of it. And it was weird because I had just filmed like a thing and had some big successes.
Yeah, so you're right. Oh,
and I remember going outside and Danielle's with somebody and I just had that stink of me on like at bombing. Nobody wanted to make eye contact with me. Also, the Nick for comedy at Bandstand.
It's a terrible fucking venue.
It's one of, well, the venue's great. And I've always prided myself when I'm working out stuff and I've got big shows coming up, I go do Bandstand. And I've been doing it for like 6 years.
Yeah.
And when you get that room as a comic, I don't know how it feels as a musician, but when I get that room doing Bandstand, it's not a ton of, it's everybody's quiet and now listening.
Right.
Because musicians, I love y'all. And a lot of my friends are musicians. Y'all can be the worst comedy fans. Because all musicians think they are hilarious.
No. Let me not like fucking have any pretense here. We hate you. Like, whenever fucking comedians show up at open mics, we're like, fuck this asshole.
Yeah, I know.
You know. And we're the most judgmental pricks there are because, like, we're like, what are you doing? Like, there's comedy open mics.
You're taking our time.
Yeah.
This is our hang.
That being said, if you're a comedian, you come up and you kill, like, you really kill because you're going up to a crowd that already hates you.
Yeah.
Before, you know.
The Bandstand has made me stronger.
Yeah, I could see that.
There used to be 2 comedy open mics on Monday, and then there would be Bandstand. And when I'd be preparing for something, I'd call it the Triple Crown, and I'd go do all 3. But I hadn't had a bad set at Bandstand in a long time.
Yeah.
But it always happens with me. I don't know how you are as a performer, but whenever I go up and I'm feeling good and confident, and I'm like, I eat it.
Oh, I'm the same way.
you want to feel uncomfortable before you go up.
Yeah.
Not like bad, not so anxious you're going to throw up, but you want to. A comic named Sean Pat was like, if you lose those butterflies, like you don't love it anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And you're not challenging yourself.
Yeah.
And I was paraphrasing. Sean said it in a much more articulate, beautiful way.
Well, because I mean, I hate to say it, but we've all had gigs of where you go and you're like, this is gonna suck. You know, like because you already kind of know like the motions of it. And so, like, when you play it or, perform, it's just, your heart's not in it because you're like, well, these people don't care to see me. I don't care to be here. It's just kind of, but when it's that kind of nervous, like, I have to perform, I have to be good, I have to, that's when you really strive, versus just being kind of lackadaisical.
Also, eating it at Bandstand for the 8th anniversary show felt terrible because there were so many people there. And I just remember just bombing, and I just kept bombing. I was like, I can't even dig out. And there's nothing worse than that feeling at the Nick when you don't have them.
Oh, any open mic, when you start eating shit at an open mic, you're like, damn it, I've played, because you think about everything you've done in the past, and you're like, man, I've played Saturn, and I came and hack it at a fucking open mic. Like, what,
Well, I feel like all my musician friends are like, I can't believe you do comedy. That's so much harder than what we do.
Oh, yeah, no, it scares me shitless.
But I look at y'all, and I'm like, some things are good about comedy. I always joke in whenever I do sets with him or other musicians. I walk into the green room like 10 minutes before the show, and I'm like, yeah, just load it in. Because y'all got to get there like 2 hours early and test. And then all these other different bands and figuring out gear and like fine tuning everything. And I walk in and I'm like, I'm ready to go. And then I can just like leave. I couldn't imagine bombing and then carrying out a drum set.
Oh, yeah. No, the worst is when you're like a full band and then you're like, hey, can you help me like hold the door? I'm carrying a bass amp.
Could you help me hold the door?
Yeah, and you just ate shit. It's like the most humiliating thing possible.
Yeah.
But no, comedy, I don't know how y'all do it. Like, y'all are like gods to me because I'm like, yeah, that's scary. Like, I have to have a guitar to hide behind.
Yeah.
Like.
Also, the difference, comedy you have to pay attention to. The thing I hate sometimes about music shows, and I feel bad for musicians, is when somebody's great and doing great, and it's like at some cafe or bar, and just nobody's paying attention. And people it's like, this is like background to whatever they're doing, and it's like, whatever you're talking about and doing right now is not as good as what's happening up there.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee y'all should all be paying attention. Because at comedy shows, there is a little bit like people understand I probably shouldn't be on my phone. I probably shouldn't be talking loud.
Right.
With music, people just feel like they have the license to just.
Who gives a? Well, I mean, to be honest, that's where I kind of developed my set, was playing fucking gigs of where like people talk over you. So I just started yelling. I was like, "Fuck you! You're gonna pay attention to me."
Yeah.
Which maybe is obnoxious. But
I mean, it works.
Yeah, like
that's the thing about this, and I feel like with entertainment, it's like, does it work?
Yeah,
does it work?
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing you bring up, because I want to get into how you developed the Firecamino persona.
Yeah,
how you developed the dress, the giving away the guitars. Let's start with just, so you were at open mics, you're trying to get attention, because your energy on stage is not, I'm going to play these beautiful, almost Daniel Johnston-esque songs.
Yeah.
And sound a little like Conor Oberst.
Yeah.
It's like a punk rock sort of vibe.
Well, a lot of
that you're giving off
was growing up. Like I loved punk music, but like I didn't have a lot of friends, and I had an acoustic guitar, so I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to make this work. So it was a punk thing, but not necessarily folk punk. But it was coming from a punk background, trying to do folk
an
music.
Aesthetic that you like, and you're trying to replicate that with what you have.
Right. Imagine
it's in the same way like Elliott Smith did that. He was in a ton of punk bands, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't act like you on stage. He also unalived himself, so.
Yeah. Well, hey, just give it a few years.
Oh no, Firecamino, we got to keep you around, dog. So how'd you come up with wearing the silk bathrobe, no shirt?
Well,
that's a bold move.
I go in the thrift stores, because I used to do the fucking, I would do like Stanhope and wear the old fucking like 1950s.
Oh yeah, the leisure suits. Yeah.
I would do that, or like, you know, hell, get naked sometimes, or fucking like wear whatever crazy bullshit I could find at the thrift store. Yeah, so that where it came from is like I found that kimono at the fucking thrift store. I'm wearing that on stage.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Which thrift store?
So Love Lady over in Chalkful Mountain. Yeah.
Hell yeah. How much was it?
It's probably like $5-6.
Yes, sir.
And then you throw it in the audience and you're done. You wear it the once and you
throw it out.
Yeah. Or when I wore the when I used to wear the leisure suits, I'd send them to Stanhope when I got done with them.
Really?
Yeah. Speaking of which, since you're a comedian, I have a gift for you.
Oh, this is awesome. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Buddy, this is incredible. This album is amazing. Is this signed by Doug?
Yeah, it's signed by Doug. Yeah.
God, I love Doug. Have you watched his new special?
The Expired Meat or whatever?
Yeah. The one that where it's like, it's just filming old TVs.
Yes.
That is so cool.
I was supposed to be at that taping. So I had tickets to go to that taping. It was at
That's what I love about musicians, because y'all kind of hate comedians, but y'all love comedy.
We love comedy.
Every musician and every comedy and every good comedian I meet is a huge music fan, like a nerd for it.
Yeah.
So you're like a huge Doug fan. You were supposed to be there.
Yeah, I was. All right.
This is incredible, by the way. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Anytime. But no, I was supposed to be at the taping. So it was at the Comedy Mothership, and then I had a gig at a house show in Austin the day before.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up staying up all night and doing blow, and I missed the fucking because it was a daytime show for the fucking recording. It was
a day, like a 3 p.m. or something.
Yeah, because he does these fucking day drinking shows at like 11 a.m., which I think are genius.
They're great.
But fucking, I wish I could do that.
Bert Kreischer used to do those when he was doing clubs. He'd do like the quit your job or call. No, it's called call in from work sick.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you know, because like that's
not if you do blow.
Like you're there. But I did blow all fucking night, and I didn't.
And it happens. It's Austin, baby.
Yeah,
it's there.
Oh, it's all over
It's
Austin.
there.
It's
I mean, we've already lost all the YouTube whatever, so it doesn't matter. Right. Blow is back. People are doing.
Oh man, it is that. Fucking speaking of the Nick, holy God! Like,
well,
let me. Hey, here's a gig that if you want to do it, it's gonna suck.
No. I'm sober now.
No. But
for the right gig, I will get back on.
No. Don't do blow. I'm not because I've swore off of it except that one.
No,
you falter and you feel like you're having a heart attack in Shreveport, Louisiana the next day. It happens. But listen.
Oh, and when the endorphins just drain from your body, and you're like, I really borrowed from tomorrow today. I mean, I took all of tomorrow and put it yesterday.
Now I feel like dog
and now I got to be in today.
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, fucking, speaking of cocaine and the Nick, fucking since the Quest closed down, like the main spot to go to is the Nick now because it's 24 hours again. So it's Saturday at like 6 a.m. and Sunday at like 6 a.m. It's fucking packed. And I'm like, wouldn't it be awesome to play a 6 a.m. show at the Nick?
Buddy, I'll open for you on that. That would be incredible.
Dude, like, come play.
I would love to do that. I don't think they would love me talking. I think a bunch of people coming down.
Think they're going to like me doing bullshit?
I think they're going to love you. I think they're going to love you. People love you, man. So you're in Austin. You didn't see Stanhope because you got blowed out. Yeah. Just had too much fun after a show.
Yeah. That was a bad night. I traded away a guitar that night.
Which one? What type?
It was a Made in America Martin.
How old?
Like not terribly old, but it's like $1,500 guitar.
What'd you trade it away for? The blow?
8-ball. Yeah.
It's a bad deal, dog.
It's a really bad deal.
It's a bad deal. I love that you're a degenerate. We can talk about
I'm shit. Where do you think the songs come from, man?
We're gonna get to the song.
Because I have it together.
Yeah. So you've just found the kimono. You're trying to yell at people to get them to pay attention.
Right.
Okay. And then where did you decide I'm gonna start giving away guitars? Is that to bring people up to the stage?
No. I just decided to do it. I would get them really cheap at pawn shops. I get them for like $30-$40. Now I have to do a shit ton of work to them. But I don't know, because it's something like, my thing is, I don't want to be the next Willie Nelson, but if I'm the guy that inspires the next Willie Nelson, I've fucking made it. I've done it. So if I put a guitar in somebody's hands and they go home and learn it, or fuck it, if they let it sit in their closet and their kid brother fucking finds it and starts piddling around on it, that means more to me than fucking anything, because I'm putting more music out in the world. I don't have to be the fucking forest fire. I want to be the goddamn spark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be the Velvet Underground.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah.
You might be bigger. You've got some anthemic songs, man.
Well, thank you. Man.
We're actually gonna listen to one right now. This is another performance from Firecamino. This song's called. This is after Dale Earnhardt. This is the next song I heard you play, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that song's good, but it takes two." And I was like, "Oh, he's really great." And then I was obsessed with that song. It's called Hallelujah. Goddamn, listen to it right now.
What's up, motherfuckers? You're watching the Ivy League. My name's Firecamino, and this song's called Hallelujah. Goddamn. Well, I'm just a whiskey preaching. She was an agnostic angel. We went together like water and oil. Well, you better listen closely, cause tonight's my final sermon. Oh, what can I say that hasn't been said before? Which tells me when I'm drinking, I look just like the devil. When she kneels before me, I feel just like the Lord. Hallelujah, goddamn. This whole world's gonna end. Hallelujah, goddamn. I'm dying for all of my sins. Well, I've walked with whores and I've walked with thieves. They come from all over the South to listen to me preach. This blue-collar gospel is screwed to loose turn. We're setting the world on fire just to sit and watch it burn. Hallelujah, goddamn. This whole world's gonna end. Hallelujah, goddamn. I'm dying for all of these sins. Yeah, I'm dying for all my own sins. What you care about redemption? Don't lie in confession. Give it to me straight. Sour mash. If you want something to believe in, well, you can't do it cheating. Mother Mary, Sunday Mass. Hallelujah, goddamn. This whole world's gonna end. Hallelujah, goddamn. I'm dying for all of my sins.
That song, okay. How did you write that song?
It's kind of a spiteful thing. It was.
I can tell. I can tell, but you either connect with it or you don't.
Yeah, I was upset with a relationship, and so that.
How'd it end?
Fucking poorly.
Well, yeah, I know that.
No,
relationship ends good? You're like, it ended bad. Yeah, because we had.
I have had some of where I'm like, this ain't working. We shake.
Yeah,
hands.
but even it's still weird. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
good.
weird,
Yeah,
but,
it's not fun. I hate this sort of culture we live in where it's like, no, every ex you need to be friends with.
No, fuck them.
It's like we're not friends.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. I've been divorced, and it's like,
me too.
oh, you have?
I have.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about our divorces. But this idea that like you need to be best friends with the person you divorced, it's like if we were friends, we would still be married. What are we talking about? We don't like each other.
We can't stand inside of each
other.
other.
How old are you?
Fucking, I'm 26.
You're 26. You've been married and divorced. You've only been married once, right?
All right. So I was married the once, and I've been engaged twice since then, and those fell apart after.
You don't say.
Yeah.
You don't say.
The marriage fell apart because she kept, fucking her Buffalo Wild Wings manager. And
Wait. Before we move on.
Yeah.
So was this like a high school sweetheart?
This was a high school sweetheart. And
how long were you all together?
We were dating in middle school. Like it was like, oh, this is the one. And then she was fucking crazy. I don't mean like when people say their exes are crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, because they
usually it's because they're crazy too.
I one time busted her out of an insane asylum in Phoenix City, Alabama. She had borderline personality disorder and schizophrenia. Like, she was fucking nuts. Yeah.
Really?
And I still married her. That's how fucking dumb I was.
Is that Emily?
I was like, no.
That's not Emily.
That's not Emily. That was
we'll get to that.
That was a girl named Steph. But
a girl named Steph, and you
Yeah.
married her. How old were you when you got married?
18.
How long did it last?
Fucking 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
How'd you catch
So-
her banging out the Buffalo Wild Wings menu?
Fucking text messages and shit.
Really?
Yeah. And
How'd you find it? Did you like have it up or something?
No,
or did y'all's
it was
eyes-
up. No, it was yeah. I just But
Was she just out of it and
Oh.
didn't know you were looking or see it?
no, she just had it on her phone. I remember catching it because he sent like a dick pic or something. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Mhm.
And then here's the worst bit. I didn't fucking I didn't split then. Like I was like, oh, I'll take her back. We'll try
It
to make it
happens
work,
like that.
whatever. And then like, yeah, she kept hanging out with him. So hey, Matt and Stephanie, fuck you. Hope you're in hell. No, the last time I ever talked to her on the phone, she tried to sell me ketamine. That was our last.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is
interaction.
Blow is back, sort of, but
Yeah.
it's going to be fent, ketamine,
Yeah.
or Blow.
It's nothing.
You don't know what you're going to get, but there will be a white powder that comes out.
Right. Don't be snorting shit nowadays. Like
Do
fuck.
not
Yeah.
have some tester kits. Have something.
Yeah.
So wait. So y'all were together. You catch her banging out, and then how long did it take to dissipate after that?
Oh, it was like, yeah, it went quick.
It went quick. Yeah, that's
It was a couple months. It was
That's a tough one. That's a tough
But
thing
it
not to
wasn't-
continually
but
bring
listen,
up.
It wasn't like we had like an actual wedding and shit. Like this was like we went to the courthouse in Aniana. Like it wasn't, you know what I mean?
That's the name of a song. We went to a courthouse in Aniana.
Now let me tell you, a marriage license $45 to
Yeah.
get it fucking annulled and all that shit. $900.
It's a lot.
But guess what? I'd pay that $900 any day of the fucking
Proudly. Yeah. Yeah. Here's a Martin guitar. Will y'all take this
Yeah,
so
here,
we can
yeah,
annul
I'll
this?
trade you this. Hey, you're gonna. It's a one-stop shop.
How'd you break her out of the insane asylum? Was
I
that when y'all were like in high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because her mom put her in there. 'Cause well, it's fucking.
Yeah, no, we're not going to talk
Yeah, we're
about
not gonna get too deep.
mental
But anyway,
illness.
fucking, I went down.
But
there.
also, like, you know,
It
fuck
said
y'all
I-
too for cheating.
Yeah, exactly. So I went down there and said I was her brother and her grandmother died. And like, yeah. But you gotta imagine.
You were her brother. And
Yeah.
you just tongue
Dude, but
kissing her
here-
brother. In the parking lot.
It's Phoenix City, Alabama.
Yeah.
But
They
al-
don't want her there either.
But
They
also,
don't want
that's a testimony of how bad mental health systems are. If
Yeah.
I was just some dude off the street, I'm like, oh yeah, I know her. I'll take her. It's fine. She does this.
Wow. So it wasn't like a real legit heist to get her out.
Yeah, it
No.
wasn't like I, broke
It was
in.
very like,
No, I went to the front desk and I was like, "Hey, do you have so and so here?" I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say her whole name. But,
yeah, please don't. That's more editing work for me. I spent 20 minutes on the fucking lights.
right, we had to
It's
cut-
not even lit well. That's what's crazy is I'll look at it and I'll be like, it's not even lit well, and you spent all this work.
No.
There's nothing more disheartening in the world than to work on a project really hard, show it to somebody for 1 second, and they're like, "What's that up in the top left?" And you're like, "Fuck."
No, I love it, man, because like with the fluorescent and the chairs, like I feel like I'm at a doctor's office.
You are in the lobby. Where this is actually an intervention. Josh and
Oh,
Danielle
no.
come out.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, so
I'm about.
you catch her cheating, you get divorced.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you get engaged 2 other times?
Fucking being retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
love. Are
but,
you? You're a relationship guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Are you
Like,
in one
I'm
right
a
now?
romantic. Like, kinda.
Ouch.
I'm with the. Yeah. It's she also likes the powder a little more than me, so I think that's our problem. And she's young, so
Yeah. How much younger than you?
she's 4 years younger, so she's 22.
She's 22.
She stays at the Upside Down Plaza all the fucking time.
It's not a spot you want to
Fucking-
be, man.
Yeah, I'm like,
I wish your
can't.
relationship the
Yeah.
best.
It's not gonna go well. It's only gonna end with me being. But I'll get a song out of it. That's how I always.
You'll
look
get
at
a
it.
song. Yeah.
So it's like,
Upside Down Plaza is a
God,
rough
I
place.
used to play there all the time. man.
Yeah,
I
I've
loved
played
it.
at the Upside Down
Yeah,
Plaza.
I love it. Yeah.
So the 2 other times you got engaged, did
Yeah.
you do the thing? You got divorced, immediately got with somebody, and then
No.
Full speed.
I was like, I'm swearing off pussy. I'm just fuck it. And
Yeah.
after the divorce, I was just like, I'm gonna be alone. And then a couple relationships happened. Then I met the love of my life, and I couldn't quit drinking. We broke up. We were together for like 5 years, and that one sucks. That one I still am like, ah, God.
yeah.
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 So-
And then, so then you broke up with the love of your life, got with somebody.
And then
Pedal to the
immediately
metal.
was like, hey, let's get fucking.
That's the move.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, what am I doing? She's homeless.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's not a joke either.
I don't think it's a joke.
We lived in a.
If it were a joke, I would be like, don't try out bits on this show.
No. We lived in a Comfort Inn for like a month together. I was
How
like,
much does it cost a week?
Fucking, it was like $300 something bucks a week.
That's not bad. That's $1,200 a month.
Yeah, it really was.
Guys, if you're homeless, $1,200 a
$1,200 a
month.
month. I had a job at Publix right down the road.
What were you doing
It
at
was
Publix?
nice. I was a produce manager.
You were the produce manager?
Yeah, I was.
Dog, I wish I knew you
I was
then.
the produce manager. Fucking
How'd you lose that gig?
drinking.
It happens.
And then they moved me downtown. I didn't get fired, so I was at the.
They took you to the worst one?
Yeah, they've just moved me to the
Every
one
time I go
down
into
by
that
Railroad
Publix
Park.
downtown, somebody's getting escorted out of it.
Dude, it's. I watched a man die there one time. I'm serious.
I watched a man die there.
I watched a dude have a heart attack there, and they're like, everyone got around. He just like went cold. I don't know if they got him back.
It's like, hey guys, we got these spare ribs on clearance, by the way.
I'm serious. Like, it was fucked up. It was like, all right, back to work.
He
Yeah.
died. Huh?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
So
So you lost that from drinking. Were you drinking at work?
yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you do it? How'd you hide it?
Oh, fucking the best way to do it.
Guys, if you want to drink at work,
is
Firecamino.
peppermint schnapps in a water bottle. But
Was it warm?
Yeah, just warm peppermint schnapps in a water bottle. But,
Good golly.
But I learned that from my days at Iron City. But
we after this episode, me and Firecamino can't get booked in Birmingham anymore. He's like, do coke at 6 a.m. at the Nick. Iron City, you can drink on the job. My girl does blow at the Upside Down Plaza. Me and Firecamino are never working again in
no,
this town.
look, dude, I'm not, because I can't get canceled. I think about
No.
like,
I'm
what
fucking around.
What am I gonna do? Not be able to play the Nick? You know what? My old closer, when I ran out of fucking songs at the Upside Down Plaza, I used to just pull my dick out. Like, that was the fucking. It's like, all right, yeah. Fuck it. I don't have a fucking strong closer.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Ari Shafir used
That's
to do
why
that.
I started just smashing guitars, because I was like, well, I can't be pulling my dick out.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we haven't got to that. So you smash guitars too.
Yeah.
Wait. So we're at Publix. You get fired. How did they catch you drinking?
Oh, because I was drinking a Bud Ice in the bathroom. It wasn't even like the employee bathroom. It was like the main fucking. Like,
I love the idea. It's not even in the stall. You're at a urinal.
no.
just taking
was
it to
in,
the.
I was in the family, like, where they have the changing whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was slamming one before my shift, and
You still drink a lot?
oh yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That's
so-
cool.
I'm working on it.
I'm sober.
I'm working. Congratulations, 'cause
Yeah.
that shit's fucking
Almost
hard.
a year and a half. Yeah.
It's
It's
fucking
crazy.
You know, because I want to get sober, but then
Yeah. It's a beast. It's a beast to get off your back. You're still young. You got
Yeah.
time.
man, that's what I want to. I don't know. I wake up.
I have
like,
sober
fucking-
friends who are going to watch this and be like, how dare you not? It's like, I don't know, man.
This isn't intervention.
It's like the sober things for me. I hope people, if you want to do it, we'll have episodes about it. If you want to do it, you should. If you ever need anything, reach out to the podcast.
Please, if you can, get sober. 'Cause,
It does.
you know,
It helps a little bit. It helps a lot. But
It's a
I
lot
will
better
say,
than,
I
like-
will say, you are a raw nerve when you stop.
Yeah.
You are a
Oh,
raw
yeah.
nerve. You feel completely
No,
uncomfortable.
because I've gone like a couple months no drinking, and then it's like, yeah, but I'm a prick. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fair.
Yeah.
So you get fired from Publix for
Yeah.
drinking. How did somebody did a customer say something?
Yeah, a customer said something. Then
How
as
did
soon
they
as-
see you drinking in the
I
stall?
guess look through. I guess that's a pervert fucking looking through. The,
Yeah, they look through it.
yeah. But I just remember my manager.
You could be indignant about it. No, he's the
He's
problem.
the asshole. Like,
Call the police
this
on
fucking
him.
pedophile
Yeah.
looking in on But no, fucking I walked out of the stall and my manager Michael was like, hey, I'm like, I'm caught. I'm in.
What'd he say? How'd he
So-
broach it?
He was just like, you're drinking on the job. I was like, yeah. I didn't even try to hide it. I was like, why lie?
You're like, I'll be cool about this.
No, I was like, yeah,
See ya.
But fucking same thing happened at AutoZone. I was just like, yeah, and they're
At AutoZone, was it like one of the warehouses or was it a store?
no, I was also a manager of an AutoZone.
You were the manager of an
I was a manager
AutoZone?
of an AutoZone.
How do you get so manage management jobs, dog? Are you a
Could
good
get the-
interview?
yeah, I interview fucking great.
You do?
Yeah.
Can I interview you real quick
Yeah,
and we'll
let's go.
sort of
Let's
see?
do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Hey, welcome to Mugshots. Thank you so much for applying on LinkedIn for this position. We need a new GM for the restaurant. I see here your work history. How much management experience do you have?
About 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years? Yeah, I see a lot of different places. Tell me about what happened at Publix. You were the produce manager?
Yeah.
What happened? Why'd you leave that
I
position?
left for a better position. I had
You did?
more money on the table, so I went.
What position did you leave for?
I left for another management position.
Where?
It's CIMS.
What's CIMS?
CIMS was a record warehouse.
Record warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I was not the manager at, but I'm saying in the
Yeah, I feel you. Come on.
Yeah. But
they know.
No matter what you say that you are, you're right. Yeah.
You are actually pretty cool and chill. You can tone it down if you need to.
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's the problem. Is there's Josh and there's Firecamino. There's a fucking Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in my head.
So really, the Firecamino is just the alter ego.
Yeah.
Because you're like
is me.
you came. I don't know you. You're the first guest I've had that I'm not like really close, like really good friends with. So you came over, and I had no idea what to expect. You never know.
Yeah.
And
You're
just
God,
like it always is.
Man.
Yeah. Well, just like it always is. Open the front door, and I'm like, of course this guy isn't the guy that's on the stage. Of course he's not like that right now.
Yeah.
You know? And you were like, not shy, but you were like kind of quiet. And like, you're like posture. I was like, wow, it is wild how we all just turn into something different. Yeah, turn it on and off like a switch.
Yeah.
So you have the two fiancés, good riddance, peace.
Right.
Ex-wife,
Yeah.
you're out of here. How old were you when you started playing music?
Shit. I've got my first guitar when I was 8 years old. It was my 8th birthday. And my fucking uncle, we'd ride around the truck and listen to like AC/DC. I'm like, I want to do this. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I been playing since I was 8. But
Do you have a good relationship with your family?
yeah.
I got a weird
immediate-
relationship with mine. So
Yeah.
I mean, with your immediate family, good.
Yeah. with
You
my
got a good
mom.
relationship with your mom and your
Yeah, my
dad.
mom's good. My dad's it's a weird.
Are they
thing.
together?
Yes, they are.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're together. But
How do they have they been to a Firecamino show?
Yeah.
How'd they like it?
They're puzzled by it.
Yeah,
You know, they
I feel that.
They like. My dad doesn't know what the fuck to think of it. My mom likes it though. She's like, I get it. You know.
She gets it.
Yeah.
What a
she's
cool
like-
mom.
Yeah, she is.
Very
She's
cool.
Very like understanding and you know.
I didn't know my dad
She's
growing up, so it's always like I'm always interested in people's relationship
Well, see,
with their
that's
dads.
how mine was because he was a traveling salesman.
So he was gone
never
all week.
there, and then like
When he
had-
got home, it's like I've been traveling all week. I don't
Yeah.
have time for this.
Yeah, like we never saw him. Like, you know. And then he had a massive heart attack when I was like 16.
Really?
And so then he like had to go off the road and like couldn't work and fucking
Was it tough when he went off the road?
Yeah. I mean, I had to take up, you know, paying bills and shit and fucking
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot to deal with.
Yeah. No, I've been like I started working like when I was like 10. Like I did construction and then like at 13 I started at the factory.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I've been So
Well, buddy, will you come on as the GM of this Mugshots, please?
Oh yeah,
That's a great
I forgot about that.
call back, crushing it.
Boom.
But yeah, so you have a good relationship with your family. When do
Yeah.
you start writing songs?
In middle school, I couldn't tell you what age I was, but
Yeah.
I remember Nirvana. Nirvana was the thing. Like I heard Nirvana, and like not like ooh, I like Nirvana. I was like, fuck, if he can do it. I'm serious. Like
No. You need something to be like, oh, this isn't. To get into something like this, you need somebody you can look at and be like, oh,
Yeah.
well, they're doing it. This gives me license to do it too.
Yeah, because like my first Nirvana tape was not like Nevermind or anything popular. It was like Silver, like the best of the box, or
Yeah.
it was all the demos. It was all of Kurt Cobain's demos. I remember going, "Fuck, I can do that."
Yeah.
So I just started writing fucking songs. I'd write songs in class. I'd come home and try to piddle with them on the guitar, and then been writing songs ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And then when did you get into your first band?
in high school, I had a band called the Zigzags.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
Smoking weed.
No, I mean
being
that's
in the
all it was. It was
Zigzags.
me and my fucking
Yeah.
buddy Paco smoking pot. I don't think we ever, made music, but like,
Yeah, y'all just hung out.
yeah,
Probably listened to more music than you made.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, what were you listening to through high school?
Shit tons of Rick James.
Yeah.
Fucking Rick James. And
It's
Isley
crazy to think
Brothers.
that Rick James and Neil Young were like good friends.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
It's
fucking
nuts.
insane. But no, fucking me and Paco worked together at the factory. And so like we'd have these like old black ladies that would come in and like box up the stuff. So we'd run the stuff off the rewinder and then they'd just box it up. Well, they'd listen to R&B. They 107.7, that R&B station all day. And so, you know, we just picked up on R&B. So R&B became our thing.
R&B's great.
Yeah.
R&B's great.
Yeah.
Like I love like Anita Baker, Teddy Pendergrass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan. And being from Memphis, I like that's in sort of the bloodstream of the city, you know. It's like Otis Redding, Sam and Dave, Isaac Hayes. That stuff is always playing. Now,
since you're from Memphis, like when you think about blues players, who do you think?
I think of R.L. Burnside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously B.B. King. I have a great B.B. King story. We were downtown and he just pulled up on Beale Street and played. I've seen B.B. King play a ton of times.
Damn.
Yeah. It was incredible. Yeah, I mean, it's tough not to think of BB, and also seeing him play, you sort of get it. Like in person as a kid, I was like, oh my God. We were at some place down on Beale Street because we have people in town. And we were just at a cafe eating because you can get ribs down on Beale. You can get any type of food. Great stuff. I mean, not the best food in Memphis is on Beale, not even close, but we're just sitting there eating lunch, and then a guy's playing. BB comes in, sits down, plays
Holy shit.
I don't know, like 8 tables, and then BB starts playing. My family, and then people come in, and then it's packed. And it's playing, but that's sort of like the beauty of Beale Street, you know. And it is fun to walk up and down and just go into different places and hear who's playing and what they're playing.
Yeah.
I love the Tap Room. I forget what the name of the band is that I love there, but Tap Room is this bar that's shaped like a boxcar. It's real narrow, just runs out. You can get beers up at the stand. But man, I mean, I've had times where you go on Beale Street in the Tap Room, they got a band, and because it's so small in there, they got like a 12-piece, and the band is lined around to where the horn section's outside. It's like incredible. And I think since COVID, when I've been down to Beale, it hasn't been the same. But I mean, I don't know why I said R.L. Burnside first. I just love R.L. Burnside.
I love too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just think of BB just being from Memphis. He's like a figure there. Like Al Green, BB. Like the thing about Memphis that's cool is those people are there. Do you know what I mean? Like you see them a lot. Everybody in Memphis is really accessible. So, you know, it wasn't crazy to see somebody like a big Memphis musician or somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
Or somebody just hop up and play. I mean, I wasn't alive, but you would hear stories about like when Jeff Buckley, you know, he passed away in Memphis.
Yeah.
And you would just hear stories of him showing up to places anytime.
Yeah.
I don't know what the music scene's like there. And I don't know many Birmingham musicians who play Memphis.
I haven't.
It's a tough, I think, because if you go down on Beale, all those gigs are set for bands. And that's like how they eat, is they're like, we play Rum Boogie every Friday.
Well, see, that's what sucks about certain places. Like, that's why I fucking hate Nashville, is because, like...
Oh, really? A musician hates Nashville?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
But no, because, like, if you do get a gig, then they fucking send you a set list. And they go, here's the top 40 country. We want you playing this. You know, we want you playing fucking Jimmy Buffett covers. It's like, no, you booked me. I'm going to do me.
Yeah.
You know. But Tuscaloosa's starting to get like that. It's pissing me off.
Is it? Tuscaloosa's a weird town. Because I like Auburn. Auburn's beautiful. And Tuscaloosa's fine. I'm not hating on it. I like doing comedy there. You know, have me back whenever. But everything, it feels like when Saban got there and the team got good, they had so many people come in from other states to go to school there. And everything in that city, I'm just like, feels like there's no history here. Yeah. Every building looks brand spanking new.
It feels gentrified. Like it feels, you know.
What were we? This is such a good conversation. I forgot what we were talking about. We got something about blues players, Memphis. Oh yeah, you're writing songs. You're playing with Paco. Yeah. Okay, we're back on it.
But
when did you play your first live show?
2016. I remember
2016.
2016 was like.
Was it solo?
Yeah, it was solo.
Did you play the Nick?
Yeah.
You do band
No,
stand?
I played Revelator Coffee.
Yeah.
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 Because Beham Stands used to do these open mics, and like I would go and play there, and that's how I got my start. You know.
How long? So you got your start there, and then how long did it transition to like Firecamino, or was it Firecamino from the
No,
jump?
Firecamino didn't happen until 2021. I can tell you the exact time it did.
Yeah.
So I produced hip hop for a little bit, and fucking.
I want to hear your beats.
Yeah. Southern United Records, which
Southern
is this
United
Latino
Records.
fucking rap group.
It was like a reggaeton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of fucking goddamn, I think it was either Tarrant or Huffman. But I would do all the like Playboy G and Johnny and all that. Yeah, like I would do their beats, and I would go by Firecamino because you can't go by Josh Williams as a fucking producer. So I went by Firecamino for the beats. Well, I finally got with Taylor Hollinsworth, and I was going to record a solo thing like acoustic. And I was just going to go
Because you play with Taylor on the road.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Yeah. And
But-
Taylor's on the record too.
Yeah, sure
Yeah,
is.
very cool.
Sure is. That's a whole story.
Yeah, y'all
about
play
how-
Carmelita. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah. That's the name of the song, right?
Yeah,
I'm not
sure
messing
is.
up. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a great song.
Which that song fucking held up the album release
Really?
because it's a Warren Zevon song.
Yeah.
So fucking, I went to my distributor. I'm like, hey, here's the record. You know, this is what I want to put out. And so they go and they do all the shit with Spotify and Apple
What
Music
record
and
company
stuff.
are you on?
Distro Kid.
Oh, Distro Kid.
Yeah, so
Cool.
I'm just doing it independent.
Yeah.
But fucking that Warren Zevon song, it's like, well, we gotta get licensing. So I had to wait on Warren Zevon's people and Warner Brothers to be like, you know.
Did you have to pay any money?
Yeah, I did.
How much?
So not a terrible amount. Like it's only
Can
like,
you say?
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Can you tell me when we're not recording?
Yeah.
I'd love to hear how much it costs.
It's yeah, but honestly, they were pretty generous. You know.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's what held up the fucking record releases. Fucking Warren Zevon.
Wow. I love the record, by the way.
Thank
So
you.
you're 2021 Firecamino.
Yeah,
So you're just okay.
Sorry.
Sorry. No.
So I went to record this solo thing with Taylor, and he goes, "You should go by Firecamino because nobody's going to be able to find Josh Williams, you know. So like, you should go by Firecamino." I was like, "That's fucking dumb." Nobody, you know. But eventually, like I heeded his words. So if it wasn't for Taylor, like there'd be no Firecamino. Like
Shout
he's
out
my
to
namesake.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor's great, by the way. Check him out. I hope he'll come and do this. You think he'll come and do it?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Put in a good
I
word.
can put in a good word.
Thank
Yeah.
you, dog.
So,
Yeah. So, and then how long did it morph into what it is now? Did you just kind of add piece by piece of
Yeah,
the stage
I've
persona
been-
and the performance?
yeah, it's been just tacking things on, you know, and you know, with all art, like you see something you like, you go, "Ooh, I bet I could do that," or you know.
And did a lot of the creation happen at the Nick? Is that sort of where your home base was?
On like, if it wasn't for Josh and Danielle, like so much of like me, and it's funny because you can go through like their, you know, because Danielle posts the videos of
Mhm.
the performances. You can watch me turn into Firecamino.
Wow.
Like slowly throughout the years. Like the first time I ever played the Nick, like it's me and I'm wearing just a suit and you know I'm real stiff and quiet, you know. And now it's you know me half naked and screaming and you know.
Yeah. But the songs are so beautiful.
Thank you, man.
They really are just like they stop you in your tracks.
Yeah,
I want to play. Well, you're going to play one right now.
yeah.
It's called Something for the Shakes. I want you guys to listen to this, and then we're going to talk about that song because I absolutely love it. Here it is.
The song's called Something for the Shakes. Songs for Emily. Kisses taste sweeter with Suboxone on your tongue. If we stay up a little longer, we can both see the sun. You look so beautiful through my bloodshot eyes. To hell with tomorrow if we make it through the night. Yeah, hold me while I'm shaking. It's hard to do it on my own. Yeah, hold me while I'm shaking. heartbreak, trauma, and pain. It's a goddamn miracle to get through the day. She says, hold me while I'm shaking. It's hard to do it on my own. She says, hold me while I'm shaking. Lord knows I don't want to be alone. Yeah, hold me while I'm shaking. I can't do this all alone. She says, hold me while I'm shaking. I can't do this all on my own.
So that was something for the Shakes. That song is so visceral from the jump. So the beginning lyrics, kisses taste sweeter with Suboxone on your tongue. What's the next line? Kisses taste sweeter with Suboxone on your tongue.
Kisses
Taste sweeter with Suboxone on your tongue.
I keep wanting
Oh,
to do
if
the
we
other.
stay up a little
we
longer,
can
both see the
sun.
Wait, kisses taste sweeter with Suboxone on your tongue. If we stay up a little longer, we can both see the sun. You look so beautiful through my bloodshot eyes. To hell with tomorrow if we make it through the night. She says, hold me
while I'm shaking.
Well,
the first one, I don't
wait. It's hard to do it on my own. Whoa. That's how the song starts. And, I have, I've had addiction issues and things. It's like no fat. It's beautiful. And every time I've seen you do it, you say it's for Emily.
Yeah.
Is Emily, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Emily's a good friend of mine. We had a little relationship there for a little bit, but like when two people are just too fucking broken to make it, but we still deeply, we both love each other. It's just weird.
Yeah. It's like a magnetic thing where you're both a positive and it's like,
yeah.
And then you keep trying to come together and you're like, why can't we make it?
Well, because it was always one of those things where it's if it had just been a different time or a different place, goddamn, this would have been, but we were just too.
Was she hooked on H?
No, oxys were her thing, but she kicked it years ago, but still does, Suboxone.
Okay.
Yeah. So. But,
why did you write that song? What prompted it?
Because I would come over in the mornings, hungover as fuck, and I'd be all shaking and shit, and she'd hold me and we'd talk about life, and it was
it's beautiful.
Beautiful thing.
Do y'all still have a good relationship?
Yeah, we're still friends. She texted me a day. Funny enough.
Yeah.
So we still communicate. It's just we just couldn't make it work.
That's an amazing song, and when you're talking about how hard it is to make it through the day, man.
Well, that's the thing is
really beautiful.
That was the closest.
You should really be famous. I mean, that song is unbelievable. It's so good. I love a damaged love song. It's one of my favorites, where it's we love each other, but we can't be.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got a different meaning from it. I thought it was somebody coming off of something.
Well, I guess it's me fucking being all booze shakes and shit, but that's where it came from. But yeah.
But why does she say hold me? Because I'm shaking.
Well, because we would, in the mornings when we'd come over, we'd talk about shit, and so then trauma and stuff would come up from the past. So then she'd be crying about stuff, and we really bonded over both having fucked up lives, and so that's what it's about, is kind of just having someone to hold.
Has she heard the song?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does she like it?
She loves it.
Yeah, God, I would love it too. Someone write a song like that about me.
Fuck would do something like this. I'm like,
It's a beautiful song. It's on the album Live at the Nick.
It'll be on the next record too.
Please, you need a studio version of that.
Yeah, boy. June 16th.
We're already on the cusp.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. We'll have you back on when the full album comes out.
Hell yeah. But yeah, June 16th, I'm off work for a week. I'm going to just be in Taylor's basement. And we're going to...
Taylor's going to record it.
Yeah, Taylor's recording it.
Awesome.
And then the 20th is when I finish it, and me and Ham go on tour.
Yeah, Ham's very excited.
Yeah.
I had him on recently. So it's really the Nick and Bandstand that you sort of evolved.
Yeah, I morphed into...
What's your writing process like? Do you write every day? Do you try to?
I try to write it. I don't play guitar every day, but I try to write every day. Even if it's like a poem or just like my thoughts or something, I try.
Do you start with the melody first or do you start with the words?
It depends. I'll tell you where a lot of stuff comes from is being at work, and I'll start just because I'm so bored to tears. And then like just a little snippet of a song or maybe just a line will pop in my head, and I'll like record it in my phone, you know, and then I'll, you know, go back later and kind of Frankenstein it together of other voice memos and stuff and be like, all right, well, that's the song, you know. So
how long do you think it takes a song to start to being completed? Can it take years?
Yeah. Well, but it depends. Like the best songs, like Something for the Shakes, I wrote in 15 minutes. Like it's just one of those. Like,
why is it always you hear people be like, "Yeah, I wrote this."
Yeah, well, it's like Jerusalem, that other song. Like I wrote that in no time.
That's
like,
a great song.
Fucking, you know. But like Hallelujah, Goddamn, it probably took me 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
You would think that would be the song
because it's fast paced, so you go, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But no.
Do you ever write songs with an intention? Because they're in the live record and when you're on stage, you're very cognizant of the flow of the show. I can tell. That's why I said it's similar to like a comedian. Because like you play some for the Shakes and you're like, okay, done with that sad shit. Let's get it back up.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes have to pull back? Or are you like, I actually need to write something a little faster, a little more upbeat? Because a lot of your songs do have a lot of meaning in them.
Yeah. The meaning comes first. Like always write the best, you know. And then you worry about how it fits with the record or with the live show. That's why, like, I always write out set list, and people give me a hard time because it's like, "This is your songs, you know, you should know." And I'm like, no. When I write out a set list, I go, "All right, this is, you know, medium tempo. This is sad. This is fast. This is, you know." And then you kind of pace out the set to go like, you know, start strong, like kick them in the balls as soon as it, you know. Then you can kind of slow down. More of the more, you know, sentimental shit. And then it's like, all right, throw a funny one in there so they don't go like, God damn, this is sad.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, have a gig closer and boom.
Yeah.
Know?
That's how it is.
Yeah.
They remember how you open, they remember how you close.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, I just, y'all check out the live record at the Nick. There are bumps and bruises in it. It's not.
Yeah.
But
I love it. Those are my favorite records.
I like that. I like that it's there.
Yeah.
You know, a live record shouldn't sound perfect.
No.
If it were perfect, it should just be a studio album.
Right. And even with studio, I like when people fuck up. Like,
yeah.
Are you a Mountain Goats fan?
I love the Mountain Goats.
Like All Hell West Texas.
Yes.
Like one of my favorite records.
Yes.
It's like a fucking, it's recorded on a tape cassette. It's fucking great.
It's great. I love the Mountain Goats. Yeah, very much so. Okay, let's get into, I feel like there's stuff I didn't ask. I'm going to have you back on. You'll come back on, play some more songs.
Hell yeah.
I love your music. By the way, man, you know, take care of yourself out there. You know?
I'm trying.
You got a lot going on. You got a lot of talent, dog. You got a lot of talent. You got a lot going good for you. Every time I bring you up to people, it's always positive.
Hell yeah.
So keep it going. Stay strong. Whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Don't get hooked on oxys.
No.
Cut out the coat.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even get to talk about your sports gambling, but we'll talk about the sports gambling when you come back. Take care of yourself, though.
No, I don't really do drugs anymore. So
that's good.
Drink. Yeah. You know,
that's
now
good.
I'll dabble, but you know, I'm
just
good.
take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good. We don't want anything to happen to a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into this portion of it. Thanks again so much for coming on. What is your worst gig you've ever had, and what is your best gig?
Goddamn. Best gig's easy. It's probably the fucking St. Patty's Day. The live.
Yeah, the live record.
That was perfect. I've been trying for 3 fucking years to record that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so like to finally get it, you know, out and then such a thing. It's like, or the first time I headlined Saturn.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. That was like, I made it. I was like,
when was that?
Shit. That was it. Do you remember Laugh Garden?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Laugh Garden.
Oh, you did a
show
Laugh
Saturday.
Garden.
Yeah, I did a
Yeah,
Laugh
awesome.
Garden, and then
Shout out to Lauren and
So,
Alice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hope they're doing well.
They're doing well. Yeah. So you did that. You love that gig.
Yeah,
What's
that
the
was
worst
a-
gig you've ever played?
Goddamn, that one's hard to narrow down.
Whatever one is this week.
Yeah, there's the one at the Nick that cost me $500 because I fucking smashed a guitar, and when I went back to hit it again, the back of the guitar, boom, hit the back of my head, busted my fucking head open. That's 5 staples, $500 at a fucking ER because I have
Dang.
shitty insurance.
Yeah.
So
We need to get you another management position somewhere. I heard mugshots is hiring.
right. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
You
other
broke
bad
guitar
gigs.
and lifted it up, and the second time it swung back and just hit you in the
boom.
back of the head.
I've shed blood, sweat, and tears all over that stage at the Nick.
You really play. I recommend go see Firecamino play. Go
Thanks.
see Firecamino play. Okay. Next, we do a top 5 with every guest. I love when you sent me yours. So this is Firecamino's top 5, and Firecamino, what is your top 5?
Here's the top 5 places to slam Ford Loco in Birmingham.
Love it. Number 5, put up a hand.
Number 5 is the Firehouse. Just because it's a sober venue doesn't mean you have to be. And if you can do it preferably in the back seat of a Honda Pilot, that's the way to go.
Okay.
Number 4 is Trim Tab Brewery because fucking local beer sucks.
We love good people. I have a show there on the first Friday of every month. Fuck Firecamino.
I think I'm banned from good people, so it's fine. No, but Trim Tab's great because they have that little field off to the side, so you can like lay in the field and like look at the stars and shit. Beautiful, great. Number 3 is Birmingham AIDS Outreach because they do free STD testing, and if I have to find out I have chlamydia again, I don't want to do it sober.
You've had it before?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, tough.
But it's you take a Z-Pack, and it's not the end of the world.
It's a way to live,
but,
baby.
Yeah.
That's life.
That's life.
That's life, baby.
Life. Number 2 is Avondale Park.
Avondale Park. That's on my 5.
Walk around, fucking look at the ducks. You know, there's kids playing baseball. And also, too, because Avondale's that open, you know, you can just be out and about and cops can't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. What's number 1?
Anywhere with a friend.
Anywhere with a friend. I'm going to give you guys my top 5. I am sober, but if you're going to bang home before Locos, I'll tell you where you need to go. Number 5. Okay. Right down the street by the Nick in the parking deck of what is that? Is that UAB or St. Vincent?
St. Vincent.
St. Vincent's in the parking lot of St. Vincent's. Nobody will bother you, and I trust and believe somebody just had a gunshot wound, so nobody's going to care if you're banging on before Locos. Number 4, Avondale Park. Yes, great choice. Great choice. Number 3 is going to be walking in, what's the high school in Crestwood?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Waldorf. Waldorf. While you're walking in front of Waldorf in Crestwood, it's bad enough there. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care.
Gonna give a shit.
Number 2, in the parking lot of the Summit, just because you're a gentleman. Just in front of the Apple store, you broke your phone, you're having a tough day, you need to bang home with 4 Locos. And number 1, the Circle K downtown.
the one on University?
Yes, the Circle K on University. It's open. Trust me, you got to buy 4 Locos there and bang it in the parking lot because the drink machine and the icy machine is never working. Fix it. Yes, that is my top 5. I think we did a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
So guys, go bang a 4 Loco. If you're sober, please don't do it. One day at a time. I will not be, but Firecamino, be his friend. Go bang home a 4 Loco, but he will not do coke. And if he does, you have to tell me, and he's on punishment here for the podcast. And then we end with this. What is a piece of media, comedy, music, movie, TV, book, poem, artwork? What's something that you recommend to the audience to check out, or something that's inspired you recently?
Paul Wine Jones has a fucking record. It's got "Digging My Potatoes" on. It's a kind of, it's like everyone talks about RL or Junior Kimbrough or one of them. I think he's up there with him, and nobody fucking talks about him. He was on Fat Possum too, and like that's a great fucking blues record.
What's the name of the record?
I can't fucking remember.
God, Firecamino's drinking on the job right now.
I'm actually surprisingly sober.
You are. See, when I imagined you coming on this show, I thought you were going to come with like a 12er or like a case and like get banged up. And you were just like, hey man, how's it going? I was
hey, I just got off work. I'm a little sleepy.
Yeah, I was like, this guy is really toned down. Is he on Suboxone? What's going on here? Firecamino, man. Josh Williams, so happy. Check out his music. You got any shows coming up? This will probably drop in a couple weeks.
Come see me in Ham. It will be June 19th in Columbus at Munson and Brothers. June 20th somewhere in fucking Jackson. And I don't know about the third date. But
Ham Bagby's a great guitarist.
Ham Bagby's fucking incredible. Man.
He's incredible.
He is.
I'll be like, I think you're like one of the best guitarists in the Southeast. And he's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, yeah, you are.
Here's the fucking $1 million question. Him or Taylor? Who's the better guitar player?
I'm trying to get Taylor on the show. So Ham's already one of my best friends. Taylor's incredible. We didn't talk any about the Birmingham music scene right now. I think it's going through an interesting period, and I like it. Maybe I'll talk with you about it when the album comes out. We didn't get to talk about Playing with Fire. I wanted to talk with you about that. Maybe I'll start doing this at the end of episode stuff I want to talk to you about now.
We'll just do it like Joe Rogan. We'll just do 3 hours. Fuck it.
Oh, God. Kill me. I guess I can't say. We're already off of YouTube, but...
the plethora of shit I said about hoping my ex-wife's in hell? Like, this is what's going to get us demonetized? You're worried about ad revenue now?
Nobody's even watching. Well, listen, I want to put you on. I want you to get big so I can open for you.
We got to hook that up.
We got to do a show. I think as I get musicians on here, I'm going to do an Ivy League winter formal.
Oh, hell
Does that sound cool?
Yeah, it'd be fucking
Where there's just a bunch of comics and musicians and people from the pod.
Yeah.
And we have a party. Guys, Josh Williams, Firecamino, thanks for coming on, dog.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back to you guys with dates and more information. Thanks for watching the show. Please subscribe on YouTube. Leave us a comment. Please let it be good. If it's bad, that's cool too. I mean, what are we going to do? I'm not going to tell people what to say.
You're the reason I drink. If you fucking if you leave bad comments.
Have to get Firecamino sober so he can get to the stratosphere. We love you guys. Thanks for watching Ivy League.
God bless.
Until next time. Bye.